Jon Kay has teased fans with a glimpse of his work outside the BBC breakfast studio, as he shared behind-the-scenes footage from his time in America. Jon joined the BBC in 1992 as a full-time reporter for BBC Radio Bristol, later becoming a national news correspondent for BBC London News. In July 2022, he took on the role of main presenter for BBC Breakfast. This week, he has been reporting from across the pond, covering the election and its impact on the American public, as Donald Trump triumphed over Kamala Harris. Jon has been sharing videos and images from his travels. Due to his time away from the studio, Sally Nugent was joined by Ben Thompson on Monday to present BBC Breakfast. In one recent post, he met up with Michael Rowland, the ABC Australian News breakfast host, and joked about their parallel lives. Sharing a picture of the two together, he wrote, "We lead parallel lives on opposite sides of the world. Great finally to meet at ABC Australia News breakfast host at MJ Rowland 68 at a convenient halfway point in Washington. I gave him a at BBC breakfast mug." Michael's Australian breakfast TV hours have been much less brutal than mine while we've been working here. He's been on air 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The BBC team has been doing 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., which explains why he looks fresh as a daisy and my eyes are half shut. P.S. At BBC Frediani, please note that Michael doesn't have to wear a tie on air. On Thursday, November 7th, the popular presenter, 54, took to his Instagram stories to share a striking image of himself with the White House in the background. Kay also uploaded a fun and edited photo of himself playing the role of a puppet master, controlling his co-stars Charlie State and Naga Munchetty. Posting about his time away on the social media platform earlier this week, Jon wrote, "With just hours to go until US Election Day, here are some pics from our #BBC breakfast trip to the must-win state of Pennsylvania. We focused on Northampton County, which has an extraordinary knack for picking the president. In the last 100 years, people here have almost always voted for the winning candidate. We spoke to Janelle at a food bank, and Howie at a diner. Both felt exhausted by the intensity of the campaign. They receive dozens of unsolicited texts every day. They can't wait for it to be over, but are anxious about what will happen next. Shoot edit at JacksonJr. Producer at Nicholas Tyrrell. We're in the USA all week for #US election #BBC News #BBC Breakfast.